How's it going, everyone? We are inching closer and closer to the launch of PlayStation Plus Premium over here stateside. It's already launching in some other territories, and I do want to highlight an update about the PlayStation Plus game trials. Interesting that the PlayStation blog itself, the image posted, was a little incorrect. We'll talk about that. And then also, PlayStation Plus rolling out in Hong Kong. We have a lineup of games available in the game catalog. Remember, the lineup is going to vary region to region. You know, just like a lot of other streaming and subscription services, they can wildly differ from region to region. But I would imagine in the case of Plus Premium, a lot of it is going to be similar. So I want to highlight some of the games that did stand out to me from the Hong Kong lineup. So we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, if you're signing up for the highest tier of PlayStation Plus Premium or Deluxe, one of the key elements to the subscription service, of course, is the classic games, but also game trials is going to be a big part of it because it's game trials for very notable games. Cyberpunk 2077, Farming Simulator 22, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, WWE 2K22, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, and Horizon Forbidden West are the games that have been highlighted. And if you go onto the PlayStation blog that was posted when they went over all of the stuff and gave you a sample of what's going to be in it, they have an image with Horizon Forbidden West, and it notes 3-hour full game trial included with your PlayStation Plus Premium subscription. So that got me scratching my head thinking, 3 hours, that's okay, but is that really enough time to sink your teeth into Horizon Forbidden West? And that's not the idea. I mean, 3 hours can give you a little bit, but I would like to see a little bit more, especially in the case of a game like Horizon that is so expansive. However, the service is rolling out in other regions, and Horizon Forbidden West has been updated to have a 5-hour trial, as is the case with Cyberpunk 2077. So I had thought it was going to be 3 hours across the board. It's going to vary game to game. So Cyberpunk 2077 and Horizon Forbidden West have 5-hour game trials, and then Uncharted Legacy of Thieves and WWE 2K22 have a 2-hour trial, which makes sense to me. Cyberpunk 2077 and Horizon, two lengthier games, 5-hour trials. You know, 5 hours ain't gonna let you get to a lot of stuff in those games, but it's gonna let you do a decent amount in Horizon Forbidden West. Honestly, with 5 hours in Forbidden West, that'll let you do a lot of the content within, like, that first area. If you're doing a lot of the side content and whatnot, you can get a good bit of content out of Horizon Forbidden West. It's not really gonna get you to the point, I don't think, of the story really picking up, and, you know, that'll vary from person to person, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing when it comes to Forbidden West. But nonetheless, 5 hours is going to be a healthy amount of time that it's going to give you. But I would also suspect that, meaning, you know, like, if God of War Ragnarok has a game trial, I would expect that to be in the 2 to 3 hour range, and I would expect, you know, these bigger open world titles to have the 5-hour trials. That's what makes sense to me, and that's what I think ultimately will happen. But 5 hours, I think, is decent. EA with EA Access does give you 10-hour trials, and 10-hour trials would be fantastic. But, you know, those are a lot of multiplayer games as well that they're offering, so that's something to consider as well. You know, 10 hours for some of these games. If you're like a savant, you could probably complete some games in 10 hours, so yeah, Horizon you're not completing in 10 hours. Cyberpunk you're probably not you're not going to complete in 10 hours either, so but yeah, something to consider. If they gave you like a 10-hour trial in Uncharted 4, yeah, you could beat Uncharted 4 in 10 hours for sure. Same thing with Lost Legacy. But, yeah, did want to give you guys an update on that. Alright, moving on from that, the service, again, rolling out in a bunch of different regions, and the Hong Kong game catalog has been posted, and there's some interesting inclusions in this. Some of the stuff was definitely available on PlayStation Now as well. There's really no easy, like, rundown that's available online of what games were already in PS Now, and I tried to, like, look through it, but, to find it online, but I couldn't. But yeah, this lineup has some games that I found really stood out to me. Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana automatically, like, right away, that caught my eye. That is an awesome JRPG, and if you're gonna get the, you know, the mid-tier plan or the highest tier plan, that's a game that I would highly recommend you to play. I saw Yokai Watch is in there. What else we got? Uncharted 4 is in there. Valiant Hearts The Great War is a great one. Vampire is in there. That's a super underrated, you know, action RPG from Don't Nod Entertainment. Really good voice acting and a story there. A kind of subpar ending, and the gameplay isn't, you know, blow away, but narratively, I think that game is really strong. Tearaway Unfolded is in there. The Crew 2 is in there. This is the Police 1 and 2. This War of Mine, The Little Ones, which is awesome. The Surge 1 and 2. If you want, you know, more JRPGs, Star Ocean First Departure R is in there. And I think Star Ocean Till the End of Time will be in there as well as a classic title. South Park The Stick of Truth is in there along with Fractured But Whole in Hong Kong. So Stick of Truth is the one that I like more, but the fact you have both games in there, that's awesome. And even if you're not a big fan of South Park, I would 100% check out those games. I think you'll like those quite a bit. If you're a fan of comedic RPGs, those are really good ones. Soma is in there, Sniper Elite 4, which is a game that I often recommend. Shyness the Lightning Kingdom, Shadow Warrior 3 is in there, which is a recent release. Saints Row the Third Remastered is in there, Shadow of the Beast. You've got Resogun in there, of course, Returnal, Red Dead Redemption 2, Relicta, you know, some pretty notable titles. Project Cars 2 is in there. Pillars of Eternity Complete Edition is in there. That's awesome. That's a game that I often recommend, so that's a really good one, and that's a lengthy game as well. Outer Wilds is in there, so that's nice to see. Observation is in there. Observation System Redux is in there. Oddworld New and Tasty is in there. NBA 2K22, we already mentioned that. And then Spider-Man, all that stuff is in there. Guardians of the Galaxy, Mighty Number 9 is in there. Mortal Kombat 11. Mafia 3 Definitive Edition, which is great to see. I wish the other two games were in there as well, Mafia 2 and Mafia Definitive Edition, but hey, we'll take what we can get as far as that's concerned. Little Big Planet 3 is in there. Lego Batman 3, Left Alive is in there. Oh boy, no, that's not a great game. Kingdom Come Deliverance is in there as well, so that's a nice offering. Knack, baby, you gotta get down with Knack. I wish Knack 2 was in there as well. Killzone Shadowfall, of course, is in there. Journey to the Savage Planet, Infamous, yeah, we knew about that. Homefront The Revolution, probably not one you want to check out. Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number is a pretty solid one as well, though. How to Survive is in there. Greedfall is in there as well. That was a plus title not too long ago. Get Even, Ghost Runner is in there. Again, that was a plus title. Gunvolt Chronicles, Luminous Adventure. Low-key banger right there. That's available if you're into Mega Man style games. Bunch of Final Fantasy stuff in there. I think that's already been in there, but FF9, FF7, OG, FF8 Remastered, 10 and 10-2, FF12, which FF12 still goes for like 25 bucks, so that being in there is great to see if you don't want to drop the $25. Eagle Flight is in there, Darksiders 3, Darksiders Genesis, Demon Souls, of course, is in there, Desperados 3, if you want a Western tactical title, that's in there as well, so some pretty, like, interesting stuff. City Skylines as well, seeing that. And, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, Battle Chasers Night War, some pretty, like, interesting games in there. And a lot of titles that, you know, are probably games that a lot of you guys aren't familiar with or have never played. So, there is an issue with Game Pass, even. When you have such an abundance of games, I should say, and it's kind of hard to, like, narrow down what you want to play, and sometimes you just spend so much time looking through the catalog and can't deciding what to play. Like, talk about first world problems right there, but nonetheless, some interesting games. We'll see how it ultimately rolls out over here stateside as well, because I imagine it'll have some slight variations, but I'd imagine a lot of this would carry over as well. By the way, Assetto Corsa Competizione, if you want a sim racer there. That's in there. Avicii and Vector, if you're looking for a music rhythm game. So some pretty interesting stuff there, but that's going to do it for me. Again, as far as game trials go, it looks like that's going to vary game to game, and the 3-hour trial that was listed on the PlayStation blog post looks like that's not accurate, but who knows? That might vary region to region as well. We still haven't been, you know, kind of notified about that, but yeah, as far as the Hong Kong lineup, looks like it has some pretty cool stuff. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.